It can't do research for you. You can't figure out what your customers are saying for you by default. And a lot then depends on how you use these tools and what sort of prompts you put in as well. So what's your sort of take on this now, and then perhaps where it's heading in the future?
The problem I think with ChatGPT that a lot of people, Midjourney, is that it looks very convincing. It produces the results in a way that makes it feel that this is confident, like this is it. But it doesn't take into account all the different variables that a flesh and blood copywriter or a flesh and blood designer is actually going to take into account when creating it. Yes, for the lowest price bidders on Upwork and Fiverr, yeah, it's probably replacing them, because all they're doing again is kind of chopping and changing what they find anyway for free online. So it is replacing that. It's good to help you get out of a rut. It's good if you're looking to seed an idea. What I often find is that I'll write a few headlines, I'll put it in to ChatGPT and I'll say, give me another variation of these. And I won't like any of the variations, but the fact that I didn't like them means, oh, now I know what I want to write. So it did the bad writing for me. There's this kind of thing in, it does the bad designing for you. So you know that's not the direction I want to go in. This is the one I do want to go in. It's that first draft. You have to pour your soul into the page before you actually get to wrangle out that first draft. Is so hard. But even if you can put in prompt or put in something into ChatGPT and you don't use anything of what it spits out, you've got something on the page and you immediately go, well, that's not right, so I delete that. Well, that section could make sense. Let's move it up here. Let's do this. You start playing it with it like a jigsaw puzzle. You can build much, much, much faster that way. Give me some more variations of this, do it, check it. Yeah, that's fine. And that was okay, because you need that volume as well. If you're bidding on so many different keywords, that's fine. You can do that. Like, it's great for those things. You have a set of ideas. Let it spin up some variations for you. That's the kind of mind-numbing work that it should be automating. What it shouldn't be automating is the seeding of the idea for you. And a lot of people are saying, well, it looks like magic. It seems to be thinking, I'm going to use it to think for me. And that's, I think, the problem where we're falling in. Again, there's a lot to be said for doing that creative work. So ChatGPT, it doesn't do brand voice well, it doesn't do brand positioning well, it doesn't do that strategy element well, and it can't do research in real time. You have to fact check everything because it's still hallucination. So I think there is immense value in these tools. Again, as I mentioned, help you write better, faster. It does that first bad draft for you. You need more than good enough, and you need more than an MVP version of something, then it would be better to work with a human.